But you could have gotten involved in party politics in any number of ways. You could have helped one specific candidate, could have run a campaign. Why did you want to be party chair?
Well, I think, well, first of all, the state party came down and actively asked and helped to convince me that it was time to step to the plate. I really felt that we were at a place in this country where change was really desperately needed. And, you know, you get to a point in your life, Ron, where you say, well, if I don't step to the plate and do it, who is going to? And, you know, I'm blessed with having had a very successful professional life, and I gained the skill set of being able to run and manage large organizations. And so I just felt like, you know, that Sarasota and the country needed me to step to the plate and bring my contemporary management skills to the plate.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this. Now, we talked about the local candidates maybe help the top of the ticket more than the top of the ticket helps the local candidates. It seems pretty clear, especially if you look at Sarasota as a laboratory, that people in local races vote for the person, not the party. Mm-hmm. They don't necessarily vote party ticket like a lot of people think. And that was really proven true in the local races where some of your candidates did very well, some of them not as well. And what do you think about that as far as people voting party line and the presidential candidate helping your local candidates?
Well, I think that this year the Barack phenomenon was really powerful here. And I think that, you know, here in Sarasota, Obama did extraordinarily well. Right. And I agree with you that at the local level, there weren't strong coattails from the top of the ticket down, and it really became a race-by-race situation. I think that money played an extraordinary role in this election, and I think I plan to do an analysis, which I'd be happy to come back and share with you, of just how much money the Republican Party put in here at the local level and the out-of-town Republican money that got thrown into these local Sarasota races.
All right.
It's extraordinary, the kind of money that's being spent.
From the 527 groups and the party itself?
Yeah. And frankly, I'm really concerned about that, because these races have become so enormously expensive that really to participate and to be a candidate, you really need to be able to reach a substantial base of very, very wealthy people, and yourself have to be able to campaign, take off time from work, campaign, and have the resources to be able to put into your race as well. So the common Joe has far less chance of being able to run today than they have in the past.
Okay, Democrats in 2008 here, they were fired up and ready to go to come out to the polls and vote for Barack Obama. Mm-hmm. Now, how are you going to get those same people to come out in 2 years, in 2010, when he's not on the ballot?
Well, that is my job, and trust me, I'm working on it. The good news is that the Democratic Party here, we are a two-party system, and we have gained the confidence of the voting base. It's now our opportunity to build on that foundation that has been built here. And I am really excited about the potential.
Here's what I think. You tell me what you think of what I think.
Okay.
I think that the key is your candidate that's going to run against Vern Buchanan. And I think that if Christine Jennings runs again for, what is it, the fourth time or something, I think she lost in the primary the first time, last two times again. If you have her at the top of the ticket, that is not going to excite local Democrats to come out and vote. Do you know what her plans are? And do you have anybody on the horizon looking to run against Vern Buchanan?
Well, of course, we have somebody on the horizon to run against Vern Buchanan. And, you know, everybody's sort of just taking a big, deep breath, having just gotten through this election. But I think that you're absolutely right. It's really important for the Democratic Party to be building on the energy and momentum. And we will see what happens. I am having lunch with Christine later this week, and we'll see what her plans are. But basically, we are very hopeful.
Are you ever interested in running for anything yourself?
Absolutely not. I love the role I'm currently in, and fundamentally, I really love the challenge of the organizational piece and running organizations, and I am at my core a community organizer.
Are you working on, I've heard that community organizing
Yeah.
term before. Are you working, so you're working on recruiting a slate of candidates for 2010 for some of the local races? There aren't a lot, but there might be a few.
Absolutely. We are going to actively recruit candidates. And the other piece that I will be very aggressive about is from July to October, we were able to register 5,000 new Democrats here in the county. We believe there are more Democrats that need to get registered. During that period, we out-registered the Republicans 2-1, and I think that we're going to have a very aggressive voter registration going on. You know, until we improve the voter registration numbers here in this county, it's going to be very difficult for Democrats to win solely on voter registration. So our job is to capitalize on these excited new citizens, that we get them registered to vote. And the other piece I will be very aggressive about, you know, I have a background in private equity investment banking. I am a founding partner of the firm that I own, and we will be working very hard to make sure that our candidates are well funded. For me, I think that one of the reasons that Obama was so successful is that he had a well-financed, well-managed campaign, and the results show it.
Right. Okay. That's it. Thank you, for Rita. Appreciate you coming on the show. Appreciate you being our guest tonight.
Thank you.
Okay, now it's time for our favorite segment, the Weasel of the Week.
Pop goes the wine and the weasel. I see the empty pocket needs a refill.
Our Weasel of the Week this week is opinion editor of the Herald Tribune, Tom Tryon. You know, women who enter the political arena, either as a candidate or as the wife of a candidate who get dragged into the political arena, get special treatment from the media for some reason, and it's very disturbing. It started back with Geraldine Ferraro, where the media focused on her husband's tax returns. Then we heard all about Hillary Clinton's hair and her clothes, and we heard about Nancy Reagan and her love of astrology and her new China set that she wanted for the White House. Catherine Harris, of course, we got to hear a lot about her makeup from the media. Michelle Obama, the Republicans circulated her restaurant tab showing how much she spent on lobster. And of course, Sarah Palin, we heard about her children and how much money she spent on clothes. And then, unfortunately, for our local candidate, Laura Benson, we heard from her opponent in 2006 that she was allegedly a former stripper, which turned out to be untrue. Now, unfortunately, this election cycle, after Laura Benson lost her election, Tom Tryon decided to pile on by writing a real cheap shot editorial on Thursday, referring to Laura Benson and her campaign as dumb. These are the kind of personal attacks that, unfortunately, women who enter politics get that men don't. People never talk about male candidates and their makeup, which they wear, and their clothes, or their spouses, or their children. But for some reason, the media obsesses on these things with women candidates. We're sick and tired of it. There's a younger generation of people out there that don't appreciate it, and all generations of women don't appreciate it. And for that, Tom Tryon, your editorial Thursday went way too far, and you're our Weasel of the Week.